Hey core class, Rachel here with Core Motion Fitness again. So last workout was all about Tabatas, and we'll throw a little one in at the end, but today will be a little more about your abs and your arms. So let's get started. Let's warm up the body. 25 jumping jacks to start, regular style, where you shoot the arms out, land and kind of light into your feet. And you always want those knees kind of tracking in line with the toes. Sometimes you see them caving in a little bit. When you hit 25 of those, you'll go up and down for 25. It might take a little brain power. That's okay if you have to stop and think about it. And of course, if you don't want to jump, you can always tap. You can move those arms straight up and down, get into those shoulders. When you've hit 25, take a short break, and then 10 arm circles. Small to start, and then you'll get them bigger as you go forward. You don't want to be too whippy with the arms, especially if it's your first workout of the day. And then you've got 10 going back. So starting small, getting bigger. And then you have arm pretzels, which means you've got one palm down, one up, and then you kind of twist and reach to one side, and then switch to the other side. So you get a little bit of mobility around your shoulders. Ready for some tricep work and some plank work. And it might feel a little burny with your arms to the side for so long, but it should feel really good around the shoulders. And then you have some wrist circles, so palms together, and then just take 10 in one direction. And this will always help you kind of get the wrists ready for any kind of push-up or plank position. And then you'll do 10 going the other way. I always have to stop and think about it. And that'll do for your arms. And then side lunges, so you're gonna plant yourself wide and just shift those hips back and take it side to side so you feel that inner thigh stretch. And you want your feet to stay planted. The tendency will be to lift and to kind of bend at the knee, bend at the hips. Hips, both feet down. And while your feet are wide, tip from the hip to get that hamstring stretch. And you're just gonna take some swings side to side. So this warm-up is actually from Matt Chan, who's a CrossFitter out of Boulder, and it's a great general warm-up. So save this one. If you do other workouts on your own, it's just great for a general warm-up. Feet wide, you're gonna inchworm out, hit 5 push-ups, come back. Inchworm out, hit 4 push-ups, come back. So that'll be feet stand wide so you can get into those hamstrings. Hit your 5 push-ups. You can even pop the knees down if you need. And then walk back. Bend the knees if you have to and stand. And you'll do that with 4 push-ups, 3 push-ups, 2, 1. And then bring those feet together, stepping forward to a lunge. Plant that back knee, and then just take an inside elbow down. Just kind of open them up around the hips. Try maybe 5 each side. And if your legs are really ready, you'll hit 10 each side. And your final part of the warm-up, just to get around the neck, because like I said, we have some arm work. So just taking a gentle hold of the head and really stretching the other arm away. It should feel pretty good around here. And switching sides as you feel ready. Hang out on one side if it feels like you need a little more on one side. And then chin to chest and kind of rolling around, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. So again, you got some arms, 3 sets of 15 for these first few moves. If you're at home and you don't own any weights, we've talked about using water bottles. You can use soup cans, you can use laundry or milk jugs. I grabbed my daughter's Counterbalance book, so that's what I'm going to use, and another kind of comparable one to size. So we're going to start with some skull crushers. And you can hold one in each hand, or you can double them up if that feels more comfortable, but everybody's elbows have to be in, at like a natural grip distance apart. And a skull crusher is just literally bending at the elbows and then straightening them without letting those elbows go wide. So it's a little easier when you have the weight in both hands, a tad tougher when you separate your weight. It's awkward with the books, so that adds a little bit. And you're trying not to move much except for bending at the elbow, so you have wicked tricep work. Your next set of exercises to start bringing the abs into the game is in your hollow. If that's a little bit much, put one foot down for a set, and then when you switch sets, you can switch the feet. But if you're good to go, alternating presses in the hollow. You got 15 on each side, so remember, if you think you might have to stop, put a foot down, still engaging the abs, just taking some load off. And then your books or your weights away, elevator planks. So you got 15 of these where you come down to the forearms and then walk back up to plank. You can totally do this from your knees. You just want to think about keeping the shoulders and the hips level without a whole lot of rocking and slamming yourself down. So nice and smooth. You can alternate sides to give your body a little bit different stimulus. So you got 15 of those. Last part to this block of work for your abs and your arms, you're gonna be in like an X shape. It's called a jackknife. So you're gonna come up, touch the toe on the one side, touch the toe on the other, and try to come back to that nice X position on the ground. It's just a little harder to move one leg and one arm from opposing ends. And as promised, you finish with your Tabata. This time we're gonna do Tabata holds. So you've got that plank position already. You know how to squat, you have your weight, or you don't have to use your weight. So your Tabata, 4-minute long song, 20 seconds of work, and then you can rest. Your work is gonna be a hold, so you're gonna stay still in that move. And it just means it's a little bit different than what you were doing if you did the last workout. If you didn't, do it. Okay, I have my timer right here. I'm just gonna not find a Tabata song. I'm not licensed to play it, but I'm gonna show you a first round. You repeat it twice and you should be good to go. So 20 seconds to start in my plank position. So pushing kind of actively out of the ground, and if it becomes where you're kind of fighting for dear life and your arms are bending to the knees, it's totally cool. I only have 10 more seconds. Thank goodness. There's one. And then you take 10 seconds to rest, which means you're coming all the way down. You're gonna glue those feet together, glue the heels together by squeezing the buns. And you have a pull with the elbows pulling back, chest up. Look a little bit down in front of you so we're not doing this to your neck. And it'll be 20 seconds. And then you get a whole 10 seconds to breathe. Once it's time to get back to your 20 seconds, your next move is gonna be stack the hands, forehead to hands, or you can keep the neck up. You just don't wanna totally look up. Feet a little wider than normal, so you're thinking a wide Superman legs, and you got 20 seconds of trying to keep the legs straight. If you find yourself bending, you're gonna reach back rather than up. So thighs up, thighs up, thighs up. I'm not paying attention to my clock, but it's supposed to be 20 seconds. Then you get to rest for 10 seconds, which means you just get to come up to standing using your weights or no weight. It's called a counterbalance squat. You're gonna find your squat with the arms about eye level, the weight about eye level, and it might feel like you're holding on for dear life. So if you have to stop or you have to do anything weird with your back, just try to come up a little higher and hold on for 20 seconds. And I can't see my clock, so I'm gonna guess. Then you come up, You repeat that again, all 4 of those moves. I'll put the workout in the description, and hopefully this is a good total body workout for you. A little bit more of a focus on the triceps earlier on, and I'll see you soon.